What's going on, guys? What's going on? What's going on? Here, let me go ahead and start this up real quick. Hey, guys. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's going on, guys? What's up? Here, let me go ahead and start up the screen share here. Hey, what's good, guys? What's going on? What's up? What's up? I'm not gonna lie, I just got back to my setup, because I was getting ready, I was eating breakfast and all that good stuff. Guys, I'm not gonna lie, we had a pretty good. Okay, I wasn't expecting a setup right off open. I know that we sold off. But I'm literally seeing something that I would have taken. Well, I mean it's not looking the best right now, but we definitely could have gotten a quick scalp here. And I'm seeing that JBY man was talking about it in the chat. And I'm seeing where he's coming from. Definitely. Right now the market, I'm not gonna say it's the prettiest, but it's definitely not the ugliest. Right? We definitely could have gotten a quick scalp in like maybe a few minutes. But I really, I wasn't there. You took it. Oh, bro. Beam, yeah, no, that setup was really nice. Here, let me go ahead and start the screen share here. Let me show you guys. Okay. It didn't even, did it take drawn liquid? No, it actually did, just barely. It didn't take it out, but it, like, I would have taken profit around here, regardless. It could be rejecting off another 5 minute fair value gap. That's the thing. That's the thing. Price is not looking the prettiest. I mean, we don't have news right now, right? That's the thing. We don't have any news today. We don't have any news tomorrow, too. But it is definitely something I was willing to take, if I would have seen it earlier. Right, I seen it too, and it hit the Asia low. Exactly, exactly. I was definitely looking for this. Okay, now the thing that I kind of went over yesterday or when I was charting last night is I'm not gonna lie, I was expecting 20,179 to get hit this morning when I opened up the charts. I mean we were right around the corner. Buying was coming in pretty strong. Um, but we never ended up taking this out. So and to be fair, we haven't taken out any levels of liquidity, so we don't know exactly what the market's trying to do yet. I mean, right now we are looking a little bit bearish, but I mean, just look at this. It's not like it's not screaming that we're gonna go down. I mean, it's nothing too crazy, right? So here, let me go ahead and start this up real quick. Give me 1 second. Let me see. All right, let me put this out. Okay, but yeah, there is a really good chance that the market can go ahead and reject off this fair value gap again. The thing is, I don't really know what the trend is just yet because you guys know it's not even 10 in the morning yet. You guys know I usually always wait 30 minutes after the market opens to kind of just get the idea on what's going on right off open, right? But right now, I mean, we are looking pretty bearish. We could possibly reject off this fair value gap. The one reason I'm not taking it is its price action is not looking the prettiest right now. It's definitely not something that's really catching my attention, right? Because if the trend is bearish and we reject it off this 5 minute bearish fair value gap, why we were chasing back into it? And we haven't even taken out drawn liquidity, so there's no reason for the market to be bouncing up, which kind of worries me. Now, if the market would have taken out 20,018 and we're getting this pump up, then I would have been looking for an inverse off the bat, right? I would have been looking for an inverse, and of course targeting this high, and this high, these three highs up here, right? The thing is, we didn't get that. Like who was it? I think it was Beam. Yeah, the drawn liquidity hasn't been taken out yet, right? So that's where I'm a little bit confused in this setup right here, right? Because the trend looks bearish. We didn't hit drawn liquidity, and the market is reversing. So all these three things are the three things that we don't want to be seeing. You know what I mean? So that's the one thing that's kind of on what I want to wait on. Because if the market dumps here and we take out this level of liquidity, then we can easily expect some sort of like reversal, and then we go back up, right? But we're not getting none of that. You know what I mean? So it's definitely something to give the market some time to just kind of decide what it wants to do. If we end up inversing this fair value gap, sure, we won't enter because we don't have the confirmation. Keep in mind, we never really swept liquidity, but we can definitely get the idea on what the market wants to do. So that is the game plan right now. Um, and yeah, regardless, even if I were to trade this bearish fair value gap, price isn't looking, sellers aren't looking that strong to the point where I'm like, oh, we're gonna go down, right? No, I mean, we would if sellers want to reject this, they would have by now, right? Just like how they did right here, right? But price is reversing back into it, so it's kind of a little bit messy for sure. So it's definitely something that I want to give the market some time. Definitely right now, it does seem like we are gonna inverse this fair value gap. I'm not saying we are, nor am I gonna trade it, Main reason being is because we haven't gotten the inverse fair value gap model, right? You guys know it should be when we inverse or when we sweep the liquidity to the downside, right? What about the 15-minute fair value gap? Let me check for you. Okay, yeah, no, the 15-minute is definitely something too that's there. Definitely not something I would trade for sure. Main reason being, I mean, this fair value gap is huge, right? So by the time we get a rejection, by the time it's gonna be a mess, right? So yeah, exactly, it's way too wide. It's definitely not something I would trade at all. Um, I mean, if you were to enter, your stop loss would be all over the place. Your entry point would be a mess, and all that stuff, right? But yeah, so far right now, if we do inverse this 5 minute, it will probably be an indication that we can definitely go higher. But if you do go higher, we're gonna go higher into this 15-minute fair value gap. So right now the market is definitely in a very weird position. Definitely not something I want to take yet. Which is why I want to wait it out with you guys. But yeah, let me catch up with the chat. So we're looking for liquidity, a liquidity sweep as of right now. Yeah, pretty much. So if we do want to see upside, we would ideally want to take out 20,018 first, and then we see upside. It's not something that like we have to take, but it'd be the best thing that we definitely want to see, right? Because it would just add on to our confirmation on what we want to look for. It really didn't sweep either. It just double topped and double. Exactly. So, okay, if I were to trade downside, right? Which I mean, right off open, it really did seem like we got downside. You guys see the dump right here. But keep in mind, we didn't. I don't think we swept this high up here. Yeah, the market never swept this high, right? Yeah, no, it didn't even sweep. It tapped into it, but it never really swept it. You guys see, we rejected off the exact top right here. So liquidity didn't really get swept, or at least some of it, right? So if we do see upside, we would definitely have room into 20,162, at least by the end of the day, right? Volume's only at 10k 5 minute. It's usually 30k off the 5 minute. Honestly, I don't really know. I don't know like the average on the volume. So really nice stuff that you said that. I definitely have to look. I mean, with the way price is moving, it's definitely moving. I would say good. You know what I mean? Like price is actually moving. Hey, what's up? What's up, Zaim? What's going on? But yeah, price is actually moving off. The chart. But the thing is we have the trend off open, but we don't have the confirmations, right? Can I copy trade on the mobile? No, you can't. You can't. The copy trading is only for the copy trading is only for what's it called? Only for PC or for your computer. So it's trading in a range right now. Yeah, exactly. We haven't taken out any highs, nor have we really taken out any lows, right? So if we don't take out either or, we can't really like do anything around it. You know what I mean? Let me see, Jake. I just got 20 points on ES already, bro. That's really good stuff. 20 points on ES is huge. And I'm not gonna lie, ES is looking really ugly. Let me see. ES is looking really ugly compared to. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know why ES is moving that way when NQ is moving like this. But yeah, anyways, you guys pretty much see the price action. I mean, we're selling off now. We're pumping up again. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna say that we're gonna chop in the market just yet, but it's definitely not something that we want to get caught up on. You know what I mean? Let me see. I longed open to try and sweep equal highs since I thought drawing liquidity would be enough. Yeah, I mean, honestly, from the looks of it, I was expecting price to at least go into 179 right off open, which I mean we didn't get. But right now we're inversing this bearish fair value gap, which could be a signal that we're gonna go higher. But I'm not gonna be so confident. Did I trade yet? No, I'm not in anything. NQ also hasn't even swept that London high. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Us inversing this bearish fair value gap, I do think we can definitely see a bit higher. Um, so I mean, the thing is, we're just lacking so much confirmation behind everything. When it comes to us trading something. So let me see. Break and retest that low. The thing is, I just can't tell you guys what we're gonna do yet, because the market, we're trading in a range, right? We haven't broken any highs, nor have we really broken any lows. So there's really nothing to do here, or at least for now. What size are you planning on going with? Okay, so I always trade M and Q. I will never really trade NQ. So M and Q is my go-to. My size is always gonna be 15, right? Did I catch that dump? Nah, I didn't. There just wasn't any setup, nor or well, there was a setup, just not enough confirmation behind the setup. So of course, if I don't see enough, you guys know I'm very picky with my setups. So it just wasn't enough that was really calling my attention. we're in a situation with two magnets. Yeah. So right now we kind of just want to see what direction has more confirmation for us to take, of course. Right. So that's what we're waiting on right now. Hey, what's up, Ghost? What's going on? What's going on? Here, let me go ahead and open this up real quick. But I know it does seem like the market is pumping up right now, so we are getting the sweep. The thing is, or not the sweep, the inverse. The thing is that we never took out drawn liquidity down here, which worries me because in order for the setup to be like the best like like the most perfect setup, we need to sweep liquidity first. The motto is we find the trend, we sweep liquidity, we get the MSS, and then we play the inverse, right? But if we're getting the market structure shift and we're getting the inverse, but we haven't gotten in the sweep, there's still room for the market to go lower, as there's still orders here waiting to get filled, right? So that's the one thing that I just won't take. It's like a B plus setup, yeah, like a C to a B setup, right? You guys know I'm very picky with my setups, and I won't give you guys something that I just don't. If it's missing one thing, I will not give it to you guys. You know what I mean? I'm all about perfection in setups, and just this isn't telling us that it's perfect, right? I mean, and look how price is moving right now, right? So we ended up inversing this fair value gap, but price is rejecting out of nowhere, right? So you guys see like why I won't take this. My reason being is because it's just not looking perfect. I mean, look at price, look at how it's just a little bit choppy right now. So it's definitely not something I'm super interested in. But as long as we get the confirmation, I'll be there. Right? It's rejecting off the 15-minute fair value gap. Oh yeah, also that I completely forgot about that. Here, let me go ahead and delete the 5-minute as it's not the strongest anymore. Okay, yeah, I see now. I see now. So okay, if we reject off this, what we could do actually is we can go ahead and use this 15-minute fair value gap. Definitely not to trade it. You guys know this fair value gap is huge. Not something I would trade. But what we can do is we can actually go ahead and use this 15-minute to get the current bias in the market. If we end up rejecting, we for sure know that we're gonna go down, right? What we could do is if we find a setup as we're going down and we haven't taken out 20,018, which I doubt we'll get a setup by then. Why wouldn't I take it? Yeah, it's way too risky. The setup is huge. Prices all over the place. It's just not something that I just want to take, right? I know I told you guys that you guys could ideally take setups off the 15-minute, but I really don't like doing it. I always prefer the 5-minute like 10 times more, right? And just to set, I know we're rejecting off of right now, but I mean your stop loss, I don't even know, like, you know what I mean? Like it's just way too big, right? So it's just like your stop loss will be all over the place. Your entry point will be a mess. So you guys probably won't get a good entry point. You guys probably won't get a good stop loss, and yeah. 40 points is good enough. Yeah, exactly. So when I'm looking for my fair value gaps, I ideally prefer a fair value gap to be about 40 to 60 points. Anything more would just make the fair value gap way too big, and I mean just look how messy this looks, right? So it's definitely not something I want to trade just yet, right? Today is I want to say that today, at least with the setups that we're getting, I want it to be more of a we stay patient till we get the perfect setup type of day. Because yeah, sure, we're getting rejections and we're getting setups here, but just not enough confirmation for a 20-point stop loss at most. Yeah. So my what's it called? The stop loss that I always go for is usually maximum 20 points, right? So that's what we're looking for. Can you trade us a smaller fair value gap like a 20 point, 30 point? No, no, I definitely won't do that. I definitely won't trade a 20 point fair value gap. First of all, if it's 20 points, that just means that the candle didn't have enough volume into it. And of course, if the candle didn't have enough volume, it's just lacking imbalances, right? So the fair value gap is definitely not going to be strong. 30 points, not really. It really depends on the situation, but like 99% of the time, I will not take a 30-point fair value gap. That's why I always tell you guys it has to be minimum 40 points. That's the least I will do. So yeah. Here, let me catch up with the YouTube chat. Didn't Asia low get swept? No, actually it didn't. It just barely did. If you guys look right here, we didn't sweep it by 2 points. So that's the thing. If we would have swept this, I would have been in a long time ago, right? Is anyone still having issues with TraderBait? No, no. The servers are back up. I heard that everyone's having no issues and none of that. So we're gonna be trading today. Um, But yeah, I mean, it kind of seems like buyers are still in control. We're not really getting any rejections, especially off the 5 minute time frame. So, well, I kind of spoke too soon, but interesting. My order was getting rejected earlier. That's weird. That's weird. Make sure you didn't hit drawdown on your account. That could be the issue. If the fair value gap is wide, can you play it as two halves? No. That I mean, you're just adding more to something that shouldn't be that complicated. You know what I mean? That's why when the fair value gap is way too big, I just avoid it, right? I'm not too worried. I know another one will be created eventually. So yeah, I'll just wait for that one to be created. But yeah, no, when the fair value gap looks like this on the 15-minute time frame, I mean, we can reject really off anywhere. So we have, if you measure the count or the fair value gap, it's a 60-point fair value gap, right? So in this 60-point range, we don't know exactly where the market's gonna reject from. Now, when we're trading with like a 20-point fair value gap, when the candle is like 40 points, you know what I mean? We definitely have some room to enter, to be late to the entry, and just do stuff around it. There's another fair value gap, but oh yeah, actually yeah, we do have that one. I'm glad you mentioned that. I was watching this right off open as I was getting ready. We could definitely play off this one. That's the thing. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and mark this one out. I'm glad you mentioned that because I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, I'm looking at the 10 minute. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not too big on the 10 minute. I used to trade it, but I don't think it's as respected as it usually is because not that many people trade the 10 minute. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and focus on good. Good thing that you mentioned this. I literally wasn't paying attention. But I'm gonna be looking to see how the market reacts off this one right here, right? Because we're still gonna be inside of the 15-minute fair value gap, but we're just gonna be getting a better entry, right? And keep in mind, I still do believe that we have room to go lower as we haven't taken out liquidity to the downside. So this would be our drawn liquidity, right? So this would be our DOL. Let me know what the game plan is. All right. Yeah, I got you. I got you. Whenever you're back, just let me know and I'll explain. I'll explain the game plan. But there's more drawn liquidity to upside and also to also take out. Yeah, so we just need to identify what the current trend is. Of course, I'm not looking to go long yet. I know that buyers are looking really strong here, but the main reason I'm not looking to go long is because we haven't gotten the inverse model. I can hop on VC. Yeah, yeah. Blast. If you draw the 4 hour fair value gap, then go to the 1 hour time frame, would you say it's been bouncing off that 4 hour fair value gap? Let me see. Yeah, actually, definitely, yeah, yeah, yeah. This 4 hour is definitely getting respected for sure. There's really nothing off the 1 hour other than this one. But off the 4 hour, we are getting respected by this 4 hour fair value gap. Now, you guys know I do not trade off the 4 hour time frame. I never take my setups off the 4 hour time frame, right? But I definitely do use the 1 hour to 4 hour time frame to get the bias in the market, right? Let me see. The free education you give out is golden. I pray you keep healthy. Thank you, bro. Thank you. It's all love, bro. Thank you. But I don't think Asia low swept. I don't think Asia nor London swept. Let me check for you. Oh yeah, okay, Asia did sweep. Okay, yeah, I see it. No, Asia swept during London. That's the problem, right? So the only level of liquidity that we have that's active would be the London low down here at 20,018. Yo, am I late? No, not at all, not at all. We haven't gotten any. Well, we have setups, but we haven't gotten any entry. Bro, that candle mark, bro, come on now. Yeah, 4 hours exactly. Yeah, the 4 hour is just to build the bias in the market. But yeah, guys, I'm not gonna lie. I do think that we can at least see some sort of reaction off this 5 minute fair value gap. And depending on what we get, if we inverse this, I won't be going into longs. Just cause you guys know we haven't swept liquidity. But if we somehow, or not somehow, if we get some sort of rejection right here in the market, I would for sure say that I would be interested in taking some shorts up here, right? I would definitely be interested in that. But yeah, we'll see. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie, guys. This week has been okay. Other than the trade of it issues and the Apex issues, play like trade wise, this week has been an amazing week, and you guys know that, right? We had an amazing Monday. Tuesday was a little bit messy, but I'm not gonna count Tuesday as all of our losses got reset. What else? What else? Yesterday's trades were amazing. I know a lot of you guys ended up catching it and making a ton of money. Um, so and let me ask you guys one thing, right? As we wait for a setup and all that stuff to be created, are you guys okay? because I know you guys know that I'm all about teaching you guys, and I want you guys to not really rely off me, right? Not rely off me like that, but I want you guys to definitely be learning how to trade by yourself as you guys are making money in the community, right? So let me ask you guys. I know you guys are getting very familiar with the commentary, and how do you guys rate the commentary so far? I know I would say that it's pretty good, right? Like the trades do play out, but what I'm asking is, how do you guys like it in order to catch your trades? Like, do you have trouble reading it? Or is it just perfect enough to where you know how to read it and it's good enough for you guys to trade on your own off the ideas? It's great, it's perfect, it's dope, all right, perfect. Okay, yeah. Because if not, if you guys feel like I should add anything to the short and full of info, perfect. Because if you guys have any feedback that you guys want to give me for the commentary, feel free to to ask. I will always add to give you guys the value. But honestly, I check back on the commentary and it kind of seems like I put up know exactly where your stop loss will be and exactly where your drawn liquidity would be. It's good. I'm a beginner, so I just need to understand it more. Yeah, of course, of course, and that comes with the setup, with understanding the setup. You know what I mean? Like understanding the strategy. Professional trader, not more like professional yapper, bro. Yeah, I talk a lot, bro. Am I trading M and Q? Yeah, I always trade M and Q. That's my go-to. That is my go-to. Is it better? It's better to catch it when you're live, but reading it is good to understand. Perfect. And you guys know, I don't want you guys to always rely off just my trades. I want you guys to be looking in the market. I remember when bro used to run out of things to say. Bro, it was bad. It was bad. But KB, I definitely like. I'm not saying I don't want you guys to rely off me. But I also don't want you guys to only rely off me. You know what I mean? Like I want you guys to read the chart. You know what you're looking for, and then you base your own entry off that. That's the main goal here, right? I'm not gonna like give you guys everything all the time because I want you guys to learn all the way, right? And of course, if you guys are completely new to trading, of course, yeah, rely off me, but make sure you guys are learning as you guys are going through it, right, bro? But yeah, so pretty much what we're waiting on right now is there's no clear trend right now in the market, so there's nothing too crazy. But what I do want to see is a simple retracement into this 5 minute bearish fair value gap, and depending whether we get a rejection or not, we could definitely play off this fair value gap. Is it possible to retest an inverse fair value gap? Yeah, that's known as a what's it called? I completely forgot what it's called. It's a BPR. That's what it's called. Yeah, but I completely forgot about it. Yeah, a BPR. Yeah, yeah. So when the market inverses an inverse value gap and we retrace it back into it, that's known as a BPR. Break and retest. I don't really trade break and retest. I was about to go long off the 50% retest. But faded. The 50% retest. Which one? Because right now, I mean, right now we're looking pretty bearish. I mean, we keep rejecting off this 15-minute fair value gap, so that's the thing right there, right? We just have one inverse on the 5 minute fair value gap. Oh yeah, okay, okay. Now I know what you. Okay, yeah, that's right, that's right. I completely forgot, guys. My mind has been all over the place. Um, you. The thing is, you could go long off this. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. But price just looks like a complete mess. So I do know exactly where you're kind of hesitating. Yeah, price just looks like a complete mess. Yeah, exactly, exactly. I would have thought it wanted to take out previous day close from open. Yeah, exactly, exactly. Oh wait, no, previous day close. That was this one, right? Yeah, yeah. Okay, okay. I get it now. I get it now. Yeah. I was expecting this one off open too. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, so far, nothing that's really screaming perfect setups just yet. So we definitely have to be a little bit patient here. It's gonna be one of these mornings for sure. But we'll see. We'll see what the market gives us. I would have wanted it to take out the previous day. Oh, wait, I already read that. Also we got a gap here. Oh yeah, that's right. We never filled the opening gap from Asia. It's not a big deal actually. Or did we fill it? Yeah, no, we already filled it. We already filled it. You can see right here. right? We had the gap right here. The gap closed right here. I mean, we have like what, like a point from the gap, so it's not a huge deal. Honestly, that's something that to really look out for at least. But what I want to see in the market is okay. If the market ends up taking out some sort of low or some sort of high, we can definitely work around that, right? Then we will have something to work around. But when the market is trading in between a drawn liquidity to the upside and to the downside, we just don't know exactly what we're gonna trade, right? Because on the 5 minute time frame, at least we were looking bullish, but on the 15-minute time frame, we're rejecting off this 15-minute fair value gap, right? So that's the problem right there, right here. So before I take anything, I already told you guys a million times, I mainly just want this 20,018 level to get taken out first, and then we go from there, right? If we see lower, I mean, we can always go lower into 19,965, but that's pretty much, or 910 as well. It looks to take out the drawn liquidity. If we take it out, that'll be beautiful. I mean, we have some room to go down, right? We have about what, like 40 more points, 30, 40 more points. So we'll see. We'll see. Only time will tell. Yeah, about 33 points. I took a trade off to 15 and put my stop loss at the top of the candle, so it wasn't that wacky. Okay, yeah, you could also do that. The main reason I'm not trading it is because, okay, when you guys are looking to trade a really big fair value gap, right? You guys know that inside of the fair value gap, we can reject off anywhere. It won't always be the midpoint. Are we in longs? No, we're not in anything. Right now, we're not in anything at all. But what's it called? Wait, lag? Nah, I don't think I'm lagging. I think that was you. Because I'm checking it right now. But anyways, when you guys are trading a really big fair value gap, right? You guys know that what's it called? We're not always gonna be rejecting off the midpoint, right? Now you're good. You're good, Gus. Don't worry. Don't worry. What's it called? We're not always gonna be rejecting off the midpoint. We can reject off anywhere in the fair value gap, right? So if we go ahead and reject off anywhere in a huge fair value gap, our stop loss is going to be all over the place, right? Because if the candle hasn't gone too deep into the fair value gap, it might want to go higher. You know what I mean? It's just a huge mess. So yeah, bro, my winning rate has changed from 50% to 85%. All thanks to your help, bro. I love to hear that, bro. I really do. Like, that's exactly what I want to be seeing. Let's short this. Nah, not for now. I'm not gonna trade anything until we take out drawn liquidity. And just because the market is going down does not mean anything. There's no setups. There's nothing telling us to go short. So I'm definitely gonna stay patient here, till we get something. I think it's gonna reverse to the left of the retro for value gap. If you're talking about this 15 one, I'd have to see the chart because the only one that we're rejecting off of is this 15 one right now. So yeah. Let me see. 11:20 p.m. yesterday had the same setup that we're looking for right now. Let me see. 11:20 yesterday. Today's Thursday, right? Yeah, so here, let me look here. 11:20. 11:20 was straight choppy here. Nothing too crazy. Oh, wait, actually, it depends on your time zone. You're probably talking about the 10:30 candle, right? Or the 10:20 candle. No, there's really nothing here. I think one of the most important things I've learned from you is to not force trades and take cash days. Guys, you don't understand. I literally stress for you guys to not take choppy days, right? When we find choppy days, I tell you guys a million times, I'm like, guys, please don't trade this, right? I know it might suck not trading for a day. I know you guys want, there's dopamine in trading. I know you guys love trading. I love trading, right? It's what I do for a living, right? But there's just gonna be some days where you guys have to accept that the market is not worth trading, right? And you just need to stay cash for the day, right? And I can promise you guys that sure it might suck for that day for not trading, and you guys might be mad or whatever or annoyed, but trust me, in the long run, like if you guys are gonna be trading to make a living off of it, learning when to not take trades and when to take trades is the best skill you guys can have in the market, right? Only take A plus setups, good for your portfolio. Exactly. When the market is not giving us any setup, any confirmation, or anything in general, guys, I know you guys might not like hearing that, but it's the best thing that you guys can possibly ever do, right? If you guys build the habit of knowing when to trade and when not to trade, I promise you guys will start to see profitable days, right? Trust me. Like right now, for example, right? So guys, 5 p.m. EST, 5:20. Let me see. Oh, okay, okay. I see this. I see. Wait, 5:20. You know, 5:20 didn't really have a setup either. I mean, yeah, we have a big candle here, but there's no sort of any like. First of all, we were chopping here in the market, so even if we did create a setup, we wouldn't know what the setup would do. Main reason being is because there's no trend, right? You always know. I don't know if you watched the class from what was it from Monday, right? Or it was either from Monday or from Tuesday. I didn't do a class yesterday. Okay, yeah. For the class from Tuesday, I told you guys the four things that you guys want to be looking out for when you guys are trading a setup to make sure that the setup looks perfect. I'm getting the times wrong. Let me see, 5 p.m. EST. Yeah, that's what I was looking at. Um, but let me see. So okay, so when we're looking for A plus setups, right? You guys need to make sure. Wait, let me see. Am I also live on my Discord Premium? Yeah. So for my guys on YouTube, or for my guys and girls, my bad. For my people on YouTube, the YouTube is delayed by 2 minutes, and the Discord is lifetime, not lifetime. It's like live. You know what I mean? Like it's like real time. So the thing is on YouTube is I want you guys to watch my trades live. But not take too much of it from the too much value from the premium. So that's the thing right there. Did I trade the gap? No, I haven't taken any trades at all. Right, but anyways, all right. So when we're looking for the four perfect confirmations to our trades, is the first one is definitely the trend, right? The first thing you guys always want to do is identify the trend in the market, right? If there's no trend, no trade, right? Right. So I'm gonna put here no trend, no trade. The second confirmation you always want to be looking for is to find the drawn liquidity in the market. Exactly zero. Okay, so you got it, right? So yeah, we want to go ahead and find the drawn liquidity in the market. Depending on what the trend is, we'll know exactly what level the market will go to because of drawn liquidity, right? Once the market goes ahead and sweeps the drawn liquidity, depending on what you guys are trying to trade, you want to be looking for an MSS model, right? If you're looking to inverse the drawn liquidity, we want to look for an MSS. After we get the MSS, you guys want to be looking for an ideal inverse gap, right? So fair value gap and IFG. Right, so these are the four confirmations that you guys always want to be looking out for before you guys take a setup. Right, if you guys are missing even one of these confirmations, the setup is not perfect, and I won't trade it. Right, that's how I do it. Remember when I told you about the CGC ticker? Check what happened. Drawn liquidity and MSS. Okay, here. Yeah. Beam. I'm gonna check it out right now. Let me go ahead and send this video out. It'll be this one right here. Oh. Okay, I went ahead and sent you the video. If you don't know what drawn liquidity or MSS is, because I know you joined the premium, I believe yesterday. And by the way, welcome. Go ahead and check out that video. It should explain everything that you need to know. But okay, Beam. Let me go ahead and but in the meantime, while we wait for a setup here, let me see CGC. Is it this that you're looking for? I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Is this right? What is that? I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'll yeah. Wait, Beam. What is that? Cause I think you told me about it, but I'm not gonna lie, I probably completely forgot. Such a good video. I watched like 5 times yesterday. Sounds good, bro. Thank you. I'm not gonna lie. You guys, okay, if you guys are trying to learn my strategy, you guys need to watch that video before you guys, um, you guys watch or learn any more about the strategy. You guys need to understand what drawn liquidity is. The weed company. All right, I'm not too big on stocks. I'll definitely have to do my research on it, but I did see that it kind of exploded to the upside. So if you caught that for a long term, bro, that's what's up. No trades today. I mean, bro, the market just opened. I can't really tell you guys that there's not gonna be any trades if first of all, we haven't gotten any setup, nor the market just opened like an hour ago. So we gotta be a little bit patient. You know what I mean? So just give us some time. Yeah, exactly. The market literally just opened like an hour ago right now, like an hour ago in 30 seconds. So you know, We have to be a little bit patient. I signed up to the premium because you control the market, blah. Bro. Now, apparently everyone is saying that I control the market. Perfect. The 15-minute fair value gap hit the draw on liquidity. Yeah. Now that we're looking at it, yeah, the 15-minute fair value gap is playing out. Like I said, before I take any sort of setup, I want this level at least to get taken out, right? So that's what we're gonna be looking for. We might sweep London low. Please take out that draw on liquidity. I still don't understand what the difference between fair value gap and inverse fair value gap is. Can you explain a little bit more if you have time? Yeah, I got you. Here. This should help you out. Because of course, explaining it right now when we're trying to find the setup, and we just took out draw on liquidity by the way. Explaining it right now would be definitely a huge what's it called? A huge thing. So he owns Apex and controls the market. Definitely worth the bro. Took 2 micros, $130. But that's fire. That's fire. But here, okay. So wait, let me catch up with the chat. In the meantime, there it is. Is working for Apex Fun? Not really, bro. Not really. Let me see. What's up? Mola, what's going on? That dump. Let me see. Cause guys, you guys are spamming the chat, so I'm trying to catch up here. Just took it out. It would have been 100 points. I mean, there's no setup. I can't really tell you guys that it would have been a 100 point take profit if there was no setup. Lately I've been sitting. Expansion means more downside. I don't really trade expansions. Nor do I know what they are, or like how to read them. So you're gonna have to explain it a little bit more in the chat. But alright. So guys, we are okay. So real time, we're getting a huge dump. I mean, we're taking out 2 levels of liquidity in 1 candle, which I definitely wasn't expecting. But we're definitely. We're most likely gonna see 960, 965. But here's the thing. So we're taking out drawn liquidity, but we're creating a fair value gap, right? So in this case, we want to go ahead and try to find a setup, right? So first of all, we're creating this fair value gap. We can't really create it until this next candle has to close, right? So we're gonna have to wait about 7 minutes, right? Yeah, that dump was actually insane. So what we could do here is, depending on how the market reacts off this 965 level, if we do end up taking it out, which I believe we are, with this really strong selling, I'm more than positive that we're gonna take this level out. What we could do here is we can wait for drawn liquidity to get swept. Depending on how the market reacts, we can either inverse this or expect a retracement and write it back down into 910, right? So we could definitely see that, right? So we're gonna be a little bit more patient. Definitely wait for the sub to be created. Once it gets created, depending on how the market reacts off the 965 level, we can definitely either know if we're gonna go long or know if we're gonna go short. If it takes out all drawn liquidities, can we inverse? Most likely, yeah. But in this case, instead of us getting an MSS of 20,018, I kind of want to see an MSS of 965 since we are right around the corner. Let me see. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and wait on that setup. I want to wait for this 5 minutes to close, as it's gonna be the most perfect fair value gap. I'm not gonna lie. If we get this close and we take out 965, guys, I think we'll have the perfect setup for today, right? All we need to do is wait for this 965 level to get taken out, depending on how we react. If it seems like the market wants to go lower, we're gonna use this fair value gap right here as a retracement. And if the market starts inversing, we'll use this as an inverse, right? So we'll see. Okay, so we just took out 965 here. So let's see how the market reacts, right? That's what we're eyeing on right now. So yeah, here, let me go ahead and check this out. Alright, let's see. So let's see how. Okay, so we took out the level, right? So if we bounce, regardless, we'll know exactly what's gonna happen. Playing shorts, nothing yet. I'm kind of paying attention to see how the market reacts. If we can't hold above this level right here, I will expect 910 to get taken out next. So I'll be looking definitely to take into to look into shorts, right? That's definitely what I'm gonna be looking at. But for right now, guys, first of all, we have a huge fair value gap. I think this is like damn, almost 100 points, right? So this fair value gap is really big. What I want to see is for this candle to kind of pump up to the middle up here, so we can definitely what's it called? So we can have a smaller fair value gap to trade with. But depending on what we do here, we'll see. Hold up. So this is gonna be the fair value gap, right? Um, Here, let me put out the commentary. I'm gonna put out the game plan. I'm not gonna lie, this fair value gap is pretty big to trade, but depending on what we do, I think we can get some sort of entry off of it. It will definitely be a lot riskier than usual, but it's definitely something that we could trade, right? So here, let me go ahead and put out the commentary channel, or in the commentary channel. The amount of selling. Wait, because right now, guys, I'm typing up the commentary, so I'm gonna go quiet for like a second. So I type this out, right? So I can like focus. So with the amount of selling that's coming in, uh, expect NQ to take out. Okay, I just typed out the commentary. So yeah, so guys, what we're looking for here in this case would be so what we're eyeing is definitely gonna be this 5 minute rally gap. I mean, it can't get any more perfect. It is pretty big, I can't lie, but we can definitely work around it, right? With the amount of selling that's coming in, I do believe that the market could see just a bit lower into at least 910, but we can't really know for sure until we retrace into this fair value gap and get some sort of rejection, right? So what the game plan is looking like right now is I'm not going to be too confident or too sure that the market's going to go lower, but right now I do believe that the market could go a bit lower than higher, right? Main reason being there's a lot of selling coming in. Sure, it might seem like we're inversing this or we're sweeping this low right here, which could happen, right? I'm not saying it won't happen, but I definitely just want to see how the market reacts off this 5 minute fair value gap, right? Because if there's a lot of buying coming in, then we're gonna look for an inverse and target these highs up here. If there's a lot of selling coming in, we can definitely reject off this and expect lower into 910, right? So you guys can see that selling is holding up pretty good here, right? At least for now, right? So what we're looking for in this case is going to be a simple retracement somewhere around this range up here, right? We get the rejection. Once we get the rejection, that is going to be the cue to go ahead and enter the shorts, right? So we'll see. Right now, I'm definitely a lot more bearish than I am bullish. But if there's a lot of buying coming in, depending on how it comes in, I'll definitely be interested in an inverse as well, right? But for now, the whole game plan is going to be a bearish game plan, right? We need this candle to go ahead and close, which closes in 1 minute. Once we get this 1 minute close, we can definitely just expect some sort of retracement. Once we get that retracement, that'll be our cue to go ahead and enter, right? But yeah, right now we're definitely looking at shorts. Commentary polls. Yeah. I haven't posted it yet. I just had it typed out because I'm waiting. Of course, I'm waiting for the setup to kind of close, so then I can put it out. Let me see. If we inverse this 5 minute fair value gap and close above the middle price, do you think we could seek those equal highs and Asia highs? It's definitely really far, but depending. Okay, it all depends on the trend. The trend has to be really strong in this case, right? But here it is. All right. So guys, in this case, we ended up closing the fair value gap, right? So all we're looking for is going to be a simple retracement into this fair value if we do get it, right? Because selling is coming in really strong. So for sure, I do think that the market could see a bit lower, right? So we reject here, we target the first low right here, and then of course we can see a lot lower, right? So this is what I'm expecting right now. Blast, are you rocked from the candle being, bro? Bro, But yeah, guys, here let me go ahead and post this commentary real quick. 1 second. Go ahead and put this out. I really hope this drawn liquidity doesn't get taken out soon, because I do know we're gonna take out 910. The thing is, do we get a retracement or do we just take out the level? That's the problem. You know what I mean? That's the problem right here. The one thing I don't want to see is us taking out 910 and then we're not gonna have any levels to the downside to really take out, right? And with the amount of selling, we're gonna take out 910 here. That's the thing, right? So this setup, it's definitely gonna be a valid setup, but it's not gonna be as good as I wanted it to be to target this drawn liquidity. You know what I mean? So yeah, we're gonna take out this 910 level pretty soon. We're 6 points away. And I don't think I have any levels to the downside. We have 811, but that's pretty far too. Right? Yeah, no, we just took out. There it is. Yeah, we just took out 910 here. That's the problem here. Because yeah, we could take out 910 and probably sweep it, which is pretty possible, right? But as much as I wanted to go short, we just didn't get the setup I was looking for for an entry for shorts. So in this case, since we ended up taking out drawn liquidity here, what we can go ahead and do is now we can start looking for inverse fair value gaps, right? Unless, I mean, if the market wants to go lower, I will expect something to be formed here and we target 811. But in this case, if buying starts coming in, we can probably inverse this 5-minute fair value gap, which is pretty far. It's like 120 points. So we're definitely, today has been really tricky to trade. The market has been giving us some setups for sure, to trade, but not something that's super good to really like take it, right? So in this case, I'm still gonna stay a lot more patient. And just give it some time here. Is there news to be that bearish today? No, there's no news today. There's no news today. No news yesterday, today, tomorrow. Let me see. Shorts. No, Brian, I'm not looking for shorts. I mean, it really depends, right? If the market wants to keep going lower, which it kind of seems like it wants to do, we could definitely take some sort of fair value gap here. The thing is, we're running a big risk as we took out the majority of the drawn liquidity. The next one that we have is 100 points away, right? So there's a good chance that the market could go ahead and sweep here and we start seeing some upside, right? The thing is, if we see upside, I won't really know what to trade, right? Because the one setup that we really do have is up here. But the thing is, it's about 100 points away. Yeah, it's 125 points away. You know what I mean? So by the time we get a 100-point setup, it's not worth. You know what I mean? MSS and go for longs. That's the thing. If we get the market structure shift, we need to wait for a setup, right? So the market is all over the place today, right? So we definitely have to be really picky on the setup that we trade, and we definitely have to be very careful, right? I just want to see a green candle. Yeah, bro, we haven't seen one in a few minutes. But yeah, let's see. I'm gonna give the market at least a few more minutes to see what we do based off this 910 level. Depending on what we do here, we can definitely try to either go short again. We could definitely see 811. That's another possibility. Yo, Blast, are you planning on entering the sell on the 50% retest? I was, but I mean, just look at the dump that we're getting right now. You know what I mean? So definitely not something I'm interested in anymore, at least. Let me see. Fair value gap on the top are more prioritized than in the bearish position. Not really. Any fair value gap works in this position, right? So let's say, for example, we have a fair value gap here and here and here. This one can work out, so can this one, and so can this one. It doesn't really matter which one is higher. For me, usually I like to take the most recent fair value gaps. That's what I like to do. So we'll definitely see what we get here. Let me see. Oh, bro, good stuff. Bro, ended up making 900. Really good stuff off that. But yeah, alright, guys. So it kind of seems like we are signaling some sort of an MSS model, which I'm expecting here at least, right? The market ended up sweeping most levels to the downside. Of course, the lowest one being 910. So we can definitely expect some sort of an inverse here. Now, the only problem that we're running into now is, okay, first of all, we need to make sure that it's an MSS model, which I believe we're gonna get it soon, right? The thing is, we're not getting. By the time we get an inverse, I mean it's gonna be really far away, right? The market needs to pump up about 100 points, maybe even more, right? 115 points. So we're in such a tough spot to trade here that I just want to be more patient. And if the market keeps selling off, we can for sure expect 811. So that's also another possibility, right? So I'm just gonna give the market some more time here. And if anything, guys, if the market keeps trading in this range, I won't hesitate to tell you guys that we just come back PM session and just trade whatever we get PM session, because this AM has been a pain, a pain to trade. We've been getting setups, just no confirmations. We get the setup, no confirmation again. You know what I mean? We get the confirmation, and then we don't get the retracement. So it's just a huge thing to worry about here. But we'll see. We'll see. It all depends on what we get right now. Let me see what ES is doing. Maybe wait. Actually, guys, ES might have something. Cause I don't even have any of my levels marked out on ES. So yeah, ES has liquidity around the corner right here. Hold on, cause maybe guys, if you don't take anything on NQ, I won't. There's no issue trading and ES. To get something at least. Yeah, no, this thing just keeps dumping, bro. So we should have shorted, bro. You're saying we should have shorted because you're seeing it real time. But if the market was going, keep in mind we didn't have any setup, we didn't have any confirmation, we didn't have anything to go short. If the market was pumping up, I'm sure you wouldn't have said, or you wouldn't be saying that we should have gone short. You know what I mean? So you're just kind of looking at hindsight. Real time, I mean, you guys have been here with me, for about an hour or so. We didn't get any retracement, we didn't get any confirmation, we didn't get anything. Exactly. But yeah, let me see. Let me catch up here with the chat. Let me see. Okay, so the market is still kind of ranging around this zone right here. Let me see. Buyers stepping in. Yeah, it kind of seems like it. Yeah. So guys, like I said, 910 was by far one of the lowest levels of liquidity that the market wanted to go ahead and take out. So once we go ahead and take this level out, we can definitely expect some upside, right? Sure, we could still see lower as we haven't gotten the confirmation here, but we can definitely get a signal that the market wants to go up. If we get the signal that the market wants to go up, we can either get a fair value gap as we're going up, or we can definitely inverse this bearish one, right? So I think that's the best thing that we could possibly wait for, because the market isn't getting anything too crazy. But today's market has been iffy. I mean, today's market has been pretty good. I can't lie. Like, we're getting the movement. The thing is, we're just not getting any confirmation on our end, right? Would you be looking for an inverse fair value gap or a fair value gap? Right now, an inverse. But if we do create some sort of fair value gap here, I would probably take it as well. Let me see. Okay, so guys, we are rich. Okay, so buyers are stepping in pretty strong here. We just got like a 60, 50, 60 point pump up. I'm definitely not gonna be looking for shorts in this fair value gap. You guys know we took out liquidity. There's no point in going shorts anymore, at least for now, right? So what we're looking for is going to be a simple inverse off this fair value gap. Depending on how buyers react, we could definitely get some sort of setup here, right? So that's definitely what we're trying to look for here. That is what I'm looking for. And of course, this setup might take some time, so you guys definitely need some patience here until we get the inverse or we get some setup inside of this fair value gap, right? So that's what we're going to be looking for. So now we're okay. So we're signaling a pretty strong MSS model here, right, guys? We're signaling a strong one here. I kind of do like this. What's it called? What we can do from here is if buyers are stepping in really strong, which we are, what we could do here is we can go ahead and inverse this 5-minute bearish fair value gap right here, right? So here, let me go ahead and type out the commentary real quick so everyone else in the other chats, or everyone else that's not in the live trading right now, we can definitely we can definitely try to catch something up here. So John liquidity would be up here, up here, up here. I'm gonna go and delete this. I don't need this, and right here. I'm going to delete this fair value gap so it just looks a bit cleaner. Okay, so we found the setup here, right? So looking at NQ after we swept. As NQ was dropping, what else? As NQ was dropping, it created I'm gonna put this out, premium, input this chart. Guys, we are pumping up like crazy here. Okay, so we're getting definitely what we wanted to see, which I wasn't expecting. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I was not expecting some sort of a pump up like this, but we're definitely getting what we want to go ahead and see, right? So here, let me go ahead and put this out in the channels. Boom, boom. Okay, right. So we're definitely, we're getting the MSS here, right? It's kind of confirmed here, right? So we're gonna be definitely looking for longs here. It really depends on what we do here, because if we create this fair value gap, we can definitely look for a retracement into this fair value gap, and instead of inversing it and being a little bit messier, or we can, if we don't get the fair value gap retracement, we can always get the inverse up here and just target liquidity up there, right? So that's what I'm gonna be looking for here. So that's the whole game plan right here. Okay, so let's see, 20. Okay, so did we create a fair value gap here? I think we kind of did. The thing is, we're not. Yeah, we definitely did. Okay. The thing is, guys, I might look to enter off an inverse and just set my stop loss at the candle low. Because we're running a little bit of a risk of missing the setup if we wait for a retracement because buyers are coming in really strong, right? Us getting a retracement is not guaranteed, but us getting a fair value gap is guaranteed if we break above. You know what I mean? So I think it will be better if we just run the risk of playing the inverse instead of waiting for the retracement. Of course, the retracement will be a lot better. Of course, we get a better entry. We run the risk of not getting the pullback. Longs, yeah, I'm looking for longs right now. Yeah, I'm not inside in of longs, but please update the commentary. I just did. Um, but yeah. But yeah, I just posted the commentary with the entire, all my price targets. I mean, you guys can see right here in the live. But this was mainly for the thing, for those that aren't in the live. So yeah, no, we got the drawn liquidity sweep, which is what we wanted to see, right? So we got that part right, right? So now that we got the drawn liquidity, okay, now we know what the trend is, which is looking in the short term bullish, right? We got the drawn liquidity, which we already took it out. We're getting the MSS. Now all we need is a simple inverse fair value gap, right? We get this, we target drawn liquidity above, and we should have a day to ourselves, right? So that is the game plan right now. And the thing is, we're running a bit of a risk here as this fair value gap is absolutely huge, right? So our stop loss, I'm not gonna lie, is gonna be a little bit messy. That is one thing I could kind of tell you guys, right? The stop loss will be a little bit messy, but our entry point should be, I would say, kind of spot on, right? It depends. It depends. We'll see how the market reacts at the top up here. So short or longs? We're looking at longs. We're looking at longs. Are we in? Not yet. I'll let you guys know. I'll let you guys know. Don't worry. You guys know how I am. I'm like, oh, I'm in. You know what I mean? Are we entering when the candle closes or just when it goes above? That's the thing. It depends. If the candle just barely like, if the candle has a lot more time into it and we're going up, we're just gonna enter off the break, right? Exactly. We just need to. It's not something I could tell you guys yet until we get up to this range up here. Once we get to this range, I'll definitely let you guys know what to trade, right? But for now, we just have the setup, right? So we just need to wait on it. Let me see. Bro, Flash, tell us once you're in. Yeah, bro. I mean, yeah, that's my. Don't worry, guys. I don't know why you guys are going crazy. Like, oh, are you guys? You guys know I always tell you guys a million times when I'm in. Yeah, relax a little bit. I'm just reading some chats. Catching up with everything. Just that's why I'm going quiet. What I'm waiting for is a simple inverse. Once we get the inverse, I'll let you guys know. I'm in. Whatever, and all that stuff. Am I sizing light? No, I'm gonna size regular. You better tell us. Bro's keeping his gatekeeping his entry. Bro, I mean, there's a good chance that we can reject here. Um, I'm just not expecting downside. We could get it. I'm just not. It's not something I'm expecting. With everything that's checking out, I mean, I do think we can go a little bit higher. Full port. No, bro. I'm sizing my usual entry, my 15 micros. How much is light and how much is regular? My light is 10 micros. My regular is 15. Fed speaking at 12. It's a yellow folder, so I don't think it's that important. It definitely won't move the market. Rejected off the London low. A little bit, yeah, actually, a little bit. I'm pretty sure London low is like down here. We'll see, because right now we're just inside of a bearish rally gap. So yeah, we could expect some sort of a what's it called? Some sort of a rejection here. But I don't think it's gonna be a rejection to where the market just completely dumps, right? I think it's just gonna be a short-term rejection and then we go back up. Am I in? No, I'm not in. I'll let you guys know. I'll let you guys know when I'm in. Don't stress it. Do not stress it. Let me see. Um, bro. No, guys, I'm not in short. I'm not in longs. I'm not in shorts. I'm not in anything. I'll let you guys know what I'm in. This is driving me crazy, bro. Bro, for real. Let me see. But what I'm expecting is okay. Yeah, we are getting the rejection, which is nothing crazy. I mean, yeah, we're inside of a huge fair rally gap. That's bearish. But what I do think could happen is okay. You guys know in a bullish trend, the market creates higher highs and higher lows. What the market is creating here is we have the higher low right here, or we have the main low. The market creates a higher low up here. We create another higher low up here until we inverse this fair value gap, right? So I'm not saying that we're gonna break this fair value gap in one go, but we're gonna break it eventually. Once you get that break, that's our cue to enter, right? So that's what I'm looking for, right? So here, let me go ahead and show you guys. So we have the main low down here, right? So we have main low, we have the DOL, which I marked it out hella far away. So we have the drawn liquidity down here, right? We have DOL, right? We have the higher low being created, higher low, right? And then as of course as the market is going up, we're going to be creating higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, right? Once we eventually get the bullish trend, which I'm pretty sure we're getting right now, we go ahead and inverse this bearish fair value gap. We inverse this bearish fair value gap. The trend is bullish. We can definitely target drawn liquidity above, right? $500 from a mini inverse fair value gap. Which one did you trade? Which one did you trade? Because right now we're inside of one right now, so that's the risky part. Let me see. Blast. If we don't inverse this inverse fair value gap, why wouldn't we just enter short and target the liquidity we just made? Because the thing is, sure, we might have made liquidity down here, but right now the market is not interested. It's not like the strongest liquidity, right? So the market went down, took out all the liquidity. As it was going down, it created more liquidity to the upside, right? So if we took out all the liquidity to the downside and the market is not interested in going any lower, we're gonna be looking to take the drawn liquidity to the upside. Sure, you could take out the liquidity that we created right now at 893, but it probably won't be as good as the liquidity that we have to the upside. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like it's like I don't know how to explain it. It's like a pattern, right? So we take out liquidity to the downside, we create more to the upside, we take out to the upside, then we go to the downside, and so on, right? So that's what I'm looking for right now, right? We took out all the liquidity to the downside, which was at 910. That's when I told you guys expect an MSS here, right? Sure, we have liquidity down here at 893, but if we form an MSS and the trend becomes bullish, right? If the trend is bullish, we're not going to be going down. We're going to be going up. Going up into where? We're going to be going up into these levels of liquidity up here. You know what I mean? So that's pretty much what I'm trying to say here, right? Let me see. But yeah, it's more, yeah, exactly. It's more like a magnet. Yeah, it's like a magnet, but it also depends on the trend in the market. Of course, if the trend is bullish, which we ended up getting from an MSS model off the drawn liquidity down here, if the trend is bullish, we're gonna be looking for the drawn liquidity to the upside, right? If the trend keeps going bearish, yeah, we can expect 893. It's very possible. Sure, we might be in a bearish value gap, but what the market is simply creating right now is just going to be creating higher lows constantly. You guys know in a bullish trend, it's going to be going up, pulling back, going up, pulling back, right? So each pullback is going to be known as a higher low, right? So that's what we're looking for right now. There's another fair value gap. Yeah, I mean, we kind of are bouncing off of it right now, actually. Yeah, we have the fair value gap right here. It's not something I'm interested in. Main reason being is because, I mean, we're inside of this bearish one, so we can always reject off this one and go back down. So I'm just going to make sure that everything looks perfect. Once we get the perfect confirmation, we go ahead and inverse this bullish, or this bearish fair value gap up here. Right, so that's what we're looking for right now. Let me see. Up 153 for today. But that's fire. That's fire. That's something. You know what I mean? That's what's up. I think we can make a lot more for you, Voy. I really do think. I'm up like 500 today. That's fire. That's fire. Snap the rejection just now. Oh, bet, bet, bet. Yeah, no, I mean, Right now, yeah, it kind of seems like the market is going down. But what I'm expecting is I'm just looking for more upside. I really do think that the market can see a little bit higher with all the confirmations that we're getting, the draw liquidity sweep, the MSS, everything that's coming in. We just need to be patient. You know what I mean? This fair value gap is huge, so it's definitely going to take some time to play out. Right? Once it plays out, that's where Q will go ahead and enter. Right? But for now, we just need to wait a little bit more. But for right now, I know we are selling off here. I'm not interested in getting any sort of shorts, at least for now. Just because I just believe that the market found the bottom down here. And it's just not something I'm interested in. So as long as if we don't get the buying signal, I probably will stay cash until then. Until we get some sort of buying coming in. All I all I have is time. I'm trading forex right now while waiting for the setup on futures. That's fire. I've never tried forex. No, I don't think I'll ever try forex. I don't like it. I know I can't say I don't like it if I've never tried it, but I just know the community in general is horrible. And it's just definitely not something I'm interested in trying out. But yeah, no, we are getting some sort of rejection here. Like I said, I'm not interested in going short at all, at least for now. Of course, if the market ends up breaking 893 and we go lower into 811, I'll look into shorts. But for now, since we are signaling an MSS here, I am not interested till we get a buying signal. I'm not interested till we get a buying signal. So yeah, I'm gonna stay cash until then. And if, of course, if we don't get a setup, then oh well, we kind of have to deal with it till something comes up. I love I love how you're patient until you get the setup you're looking for. I bet 90% of people are foaming right now, bro. That's the problem, bro. Gus, bro. I'm not gonna bother. I'm not even gonna bother answering, bro. But yeah, no, guys. Like I said, if we don't get the longing opportunity that we're looking for, we're gonna stay cash until we get it. You know what I mean? I'm just not interested in taking any shorts right now. We took liquidity. I don't think the market goes any lower, so you know we just gotta be patient here. Let me see, bro. If you guys keep saying that there's no trades today, bro, like the market, like we're still waiting. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if we don't get anything by like 12, then yeah, sure, we might not have anything for then. But what's it called? For now, we can still trade. I'm just waiting on it. Panel, this sell-off is actually a pretty strong sell. This was like another 100-point sell. I'm not gonna lie, guys. The volume today has been insane. We dumped 100 points. We pumped 100 points. We dumped 100 points. This has never, this this barely happens, right? So as long as we get a setup, I think we can get a really big day today. That's if we get a setup though, right? I'm not gonna be chasing something just because it's moving really fast, right? It's all about when we get it, if we get it. You know what I mean? Blast has secretly been entering the entire time. It's 80 points short, bro. Trust me, guys. I don't think there's really ever been a time. Back then I used to do it, but I never enter a trade without telling you guys. Like if I don't alert it, I'll at least post it in the commentary channel. So you guys can at least get the idea and sniper for yourself. But there's never really been a time where I've taken a trade without you guys, right? But we for sure made a fair value gap here, though. Yeah, most definitely. There's just not something I'm liking here. Liquidity is still all, bro. The- bro, today we just need to do the opposite of what David says, bro. I mean, we've had we've had the right reading, I mean until right now. But the thing is, it's just we haven't had any setups. We haven't had any bro, we haven't had any entry points. We haven't had any setups that have really played out. So you know what I mean? It's gonna definitely take some time here. Today's I really wish today was one of those days where it was quick. You know what I mean? Because I'm trying to go back to sleep. David, you're amazing. I trust you and like how you take your time and need 100%. Yeah, exactly, exactly. You guys know me. I will not ever give you guys a setup that I am not confident in taking. You know what I mean? So once I see something good, I'll go ahead and take it. Same blast. I'm trying to go back to sleep. A plus setups only. Yeah, bro. I'm tired, bro. I'm tired. Even though I got 9 hours of sleep yesterday, which you know that's why I'm pretty awake today. But I don't know. I still feel tired. So let me see. Blast 1.4k to pass. Blast fire. I think you can get that in like 2 or 3 trades. Just don't oversize. You know what I mean? Do not oversize. And if anything, guys, if we don't get anything by lunch hour, I'll probably call it, you know, like not call it a day, but I'll get like a little break off the charts, you know, like a little mental break, so I don't get bored and all that stuff. You guys know board trading is definitely a thing. Um, what's it called? But if we don't get anything by lunch hour, I'll take like a 1 to 2 hour break off the charts. We come back and whatever PM session gives us, we can definitely play off that. Cause we aren't gonna play the new fair value gap. The thing is, I'm not interested in shorts, guys. I know we have some sort of liquidity down here, but I'm really not interested in shorts. I do think that the market will bottom out somewhere in this range. So it's just definitely, you know, it just takes some time here. Um, but yeah, I'm not gonna be interested in shorts unless the market holds below 893, which is a possibility, right? Because if we keep getting the sell-off, which I mean we're getting right here, we could definitely expect 811 to get taken out next, right? If you guys go on like the higher time frame, like the 30-minute time frame, you guys will see that the next level of liquidity is gonna be at 811, right? Man, they really wanted us to get stopped out by that liquidity. Yeah, exactly, exactly. So right here, I mean we just took out 893, right? So we can expect some downside. The thing is I think we can take some shorts soon. I can't lie. Even though as much as I want to be bullish, we have to play with the market, right? So if anything, I'll look for some shorts here going into 811. That's gonna be my next game plan here. So yeah, let me go ahead and delete all of this because it's not really too necessary. Because we're creating, okay, guys, we're creating a fair value gap right here. So if anything, we can get the fair value gap retracement, and then we go from there. We're just gonna need this candle to close. But yeah, no, we are getting a really nice sell off here. So I'm gonna try to look for some shorts here. Cause I mean, guys, as much as I don't want to be short, you know, I mean everything got invalidated here. So we still have some reason to go short here, right? We have the confirmations, we have the setup. All we need is the entry point. Now, if we don't get it, I'm probably just gonna take a break off the charts, cause it's gonna make me go crazy. You know what I mean? We've been on live for like what, like an hour and a half, maybe. So we're just, you know, let me see. I'm gonna wait 30 seconds for this candle to go ahead and close. And then we gotta wait 5 minutes for the next candle to close. Once that candle closes, we can expect some sort of a retracement into here. Once we get this retracement, we can definitely snipe it into 811. I knew shorts will hit this, bro. Bro, you guys are talking Heinz. I know you guys. I feel like you guys are trolling. I feel like you guys are trolling big time. But yeah, no, real stuff. I mean, you guys don't have to. You guys don't, bro. You guys don't have to always rely off me. But Bill's commentary would have hit for 150 points. Which one? Which one? Bro, let me see. But okay, here it is, guys. So this fair value gap went ahead and closed. I mean, it is definitely a valid fair value gap. Let me see. Hold on. I tapped out real quick. If you guys measure it, it's 70 points, so it's definitely a good fair value gap. What we can see here is I'm not expecting a market structure shift to form here. It could, but I'm not expecting it, as there's no liquidity in the zone. The next level of liquidity, which since selling is coming in, I'm expecting 811 to to get taken out next, right? We can see it pretty soon, especially without selling coming in, right? So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna go ahead and mark out this fair value gap right here, and we're gonna go ahead and see what ends up happening here, right? But let me see. Here, let me type this out real quick. Hopefully, guys, hopefully this price target does not get hit again before the retracement. Because if that ends up happening, I'm probably just gonna call a break off the chart and come back PM session. Because guys, we've gotten entries. Okay, we've had setups that we don't get the retracements. We've gotten like we're getting a bunch of stuff and we're not getting just the perfect thing, right? So this is gonna be I would say this is gonna be the final setup before lunch hour. So if we hit the price target, which I believe we're gonna see pretty soon at 811, if we hit this before we get the retracement, I'm probably just gonna call a break off the charts and just come back, because when you're missing out so many setups, you're kind of just desperate to get a setup out, you know what I mean? And that ends up causing you guys to lose, right? And I'm not trying to deal with that, so a break is probably needed after the setup, right? But hopefully we don't hit drawn liquidity here. Let me post a commentary real quick, guys. Give me a second. Here. Not giving us the inverse. Looks like they want lower. We can expect 19,811.75 to get taken out next. As NQ was selling off, it created this bearish value gap that will Alright, I got the commentary written down. Let me go ahead and try to post it here. 1 second. I gotta get the screenshot here. So what we're looking for here is gonna be a simple retracement to the midpoint, back down. Just like that. Alright, let me go ahead and post this. Okay, so I went ahead and posted the commentary. Now all we need is gonna be a simple retracement into the upside. Should have, could have, would have. Don't agree with Dave's bias. No need to wish others. Yeah, exactly. It's up to you. I mean, if you don't want to listen to it, there's been. I'm only human. You know what I mean? I can't. I'm not always right. So if you thought you're right, and you should play with your own bias. It's definitely up to you. Yeah, exactly, Water. Exactly how you're saying it is, yeah. So, for those in the chat, right, I know you guys know how to trade. Most of you guys know how to trade. If you guys have your own bias and it's against mine, there is nothing wrong with taking your own bias. I could be wrong or you could be wrong. You know what I mean? That's how the market moves. I'm not always right, you know. So yeah, if you're right about every movement, I mean, it seems like your bias is set for the day. Just keep taking your own trades. You know what I mean? That's what it should be. But yeah, guys. On the other hand, right? Pretty much what I'm looking for right now is, of course, I'm bearish right now, right? I do think that 811 can get taken out very, very soon as the selling is strong and we have liquidity down there at 811, right? What am I looking for? I posted in the commentary. What I'm looking for right here is going to be a simple retracement into this fair value gap, right? We get the rejection. Once you get the rejection, that will be our cue to go ahead and target liquidity, right? We get liquidity, the day is done, and we come back tomorrow, right? That is the game plan. That's the game plan right now. Here, let me catch up with the chat. Let me turn on the air because it's hot as hell. I really hope the market just doesn't dump into drawn liquid, because I know I have high confidence that A11 is gonna get taken out soon, but the thing is I don't have. Let me see. Guys, like I said, if we end up taking 811 out before we get the retracement, I'm probably gonna take a break off the charts. It's good for all of our mental because you guys know at least for me, we've been what's it called? We've been missing some setups here and there today. We didn't get entries, we didn't get confirmations. We've been missing a lot of stuff. No, I'm not in. No, I'm not in. I'll let you guys know when I'm in, right? But on the real stuff, if we don't get this, if we don't get the entry point or anything, I'll just take a little break off the charts and just come back later PM session when the market cools down a little bit and gives us some more setups, right? Because you guys know today we haven't gotten entries, we haven't gotten confirmations. We have setups, right? We have the setup in the trend, but we just haven't gotten anything that we need to really enter, right? So of course it's very tilting when we know exactly what the market is doing, but we just can't enter off the trade because we don't have the entry point, right? So if we do end up missing this one, or not even missing it, if we don't even get the entry point, I'm just gonna take like a little 1 to 2 hour break off the charts and come back during PM session, right? So only time will tell. We'll see what the setup does here. Okay, let me see. I'm gonna head out. This is frustrating to watch. It definitely is. Trust me. I really wish I could just say I'm gonna head out, but there's definitely a setup that we could catch here. Can we get it? I don't know. That's the thing. The market has been selling off so much that I don't know if we're even gonna get a retracement into this fair value gap, and that's what's been happening all morning, right? We've been getting fair value gaps. We got one retracement, but not the confirmation. You know what I mean? Like it's just all over the place today. So I'm really glad that we're like really keeping our patience, our discipline, but it can definitely get really frustrating. And what comes with frustration? Emotions, right? So I'm not trying to because you guys know I'm human. I make mistakes. I break my rules sometimes, and today is not a day where I'm trying to break my rule. I mean, you guys know we've been having an amazing week, and I'm not trying to ruin it right now, right? So if we don't get this retracement, which it doesn't seem like we're gonna get, it's pretty far away. I mean, we can still get it. I'm not saying we're not gonna get it, but you know what I mean. It's definitely really hard to watch here, right? Because if we take out A11, I'm just not gonna be I'm not gonna be interested in going any lower, right? Sure, we might have 728, but it's just really hard to trade right here, guys. Like as much as I want to tell you guys like we have a setup and all that stuff, because we do, we just are not getting the entries that we need as we usually get them. You guys know, you guys have seen my lives a million times. You guys know how we enter, right? We're just not getting it today, right? So it's definitely more of a patience and discipline type of game, but we just need to stay patient and just wait for it. We just need to wait for it here. Let me see. It's all good, Blast. We feel your frustration. I know we had some setups here that we didn't take, but we're behind you. Thank you, bro, and thank you guys for understanding. Like, trust me. As much as I wait, let me see. Let me see if my mic is muted here. Okay, no, it's not. As much as I want to like give you guys I mean, we have setups. That's what I'm trying to say. The thing is, we're not getting entry points. If we don't have an entry point, I'm not gonna tell you guys to enter, right? It's just the way that the game works. We won't, the it won't always work out in our favor. Having this discipline today is invaluable to any green trade. Or invaluable. Is that the word? But yeah, I do get what you're saying. Yeah. And I'm not saying just because we haven't gotten a trade in the AM does not mean that we can't get a trade in the PM, right? We take a little break off the chart, we clear our mind, we get some fresh air. Whatever we get later on, we could definitely take it, right? The market is not closing till like 6 hours from now. We have 6 hours to find a setup, guys. So if we don't get anything now, it's not a huge deal, right? So yeah. But I'm not saying that we don't have a setup. Yeah, I mean we can still get this retracement. But if we hit 811 before the retracement, then that's going to be a little bit of a problem, right? Because the trade is done before it even before it even happened. Stay true to your plan without getting emotional. Exactly. So yeah, frustration is definitely a thing. As we have been missing big moves today in the market, but it's how the game works. You know what I mean? As long as we're not red, we have nothing to really worry about. So I'm not worried at all. I just want to give you guys a setup, right? And I want to make some money too. But if we're not getting anything, then what can we really do about it? Yeah, and with the amount of selling that's gonna come through, we're most likely gonna see 811 before we even get the retracement. Why? Let me see. Why didn't you short on the first Fair Valley gap that was clearly rejected? We're looking at hindsight. You know what I mean? When okay, you're talking about this Fair Valley gap up here, right? Yeah, sure. We might have gotten rejected, or yeah, we rejected off of it. But you gotta keep in mind that the market went ahead and swept liquidity at what was it? What level was it? It was this level right here. So what I was looking for, the reason I was looking for longs in this bearish Fair Valley gap is mainly because, okay, the market dumped, created this Fair Valley gap, we swept liquidity, and we're getting a market structure shift, meaning that the market is going from bearish to bullish, right? If we're going from bearish to bullish, we expect a lot more upside into this drawn liquidity up here, right? So what I was looking for here was a simple not market structure. We were looking for a simple inverse Fair Valley gap, and then we were to take longs. We didn't get that in this case, right? We ended up getting a rejection and going back down, right? Sure, hindsight, like I keep saying, hindsight it looks really good, but at the time shorts did not look good, which is why I didn't take it, right? So hopefully that answers your question. And right now, yeah, I'm looking for shorts as the market structure is extremely bearish and we have drawn liquidity around the corner, right? The thing is, I don't know if we're gonna get this retracement up here, right? That's the only issue. So I'm a bit, it's a bit frustrating, but we just need to stay patient here if we do get it. I'm calling it a day for the day blast. I made my money, bro. If you made your money, bro, nothing wrong with calling it a day, bro. Take it and come back tomorrow. But okay, by the way, guys, one thing I can kind of guarantee for you guys is I will be doing a class later today. I want to be reviewing the trade that we took yesterday. I'm going to break it down to the complete, from A to Z. So there's definitely going to be a class today. And I really want you guys to tune in because you guys know I put out a lot of information in the classes. Yeah, 4 p.m. EST as always. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But real stuff, on a real note, guys, setup wise, right now, it kind of does seem like we're going to take out 811, which I expected. But I expected it after we got the retracement, right? So we haven't taken it out yet, so we still have room to go lower. But if we take this out, I'm probably just gonna call it, not call it a day, but I'm gonna call it, like a little break here, right? How often do you look at the 1 hour Fair Valley gap to determine your trade? Pretty often actually. The thing is, I don't base my trades off the 1 hour. I base my bias off the 1 hour time frame. So if you have a 1 hour bearish Fair Valley gap on the 1 hour time frame, right, and we're rejecting off of it, I'm gonna go over to the 5-minute time frame and look for a shorting opportunity, right? Thanks for the classes and the lives. I'm learning a lot, bro. I love to hear that, bro. Let me see. Could we see an MSS and inverse Fair Valley gap after we take out 811? Yeah, it's actually pretty possible. Yeah. The thing is, we need the MSS to come in first, right? Power nap break. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm right behind you, bro. I am right behind you. I'm probably gonna take a power nap too, for like an hour or so, and then come back to the market. We might see a massive long opportunity during the PM session. That's why, exactly. So yeah, we literally right now we took out we took out 811, right? So the setup is not valid anymore. As much as I want to tell you guys that we want to trade this, we kind of can't, right? The drawn liquidity already got taken. right? So what we can do here is I'm gonna call it a break off the charts for now, right? But during PM session, depending on if we get the market structure shift, we can definitely trade this inverse rally gap right here and expect drawn liquidity to get taken out up here, right? It's a very high chance of this happening. The thing is, guys, it's very, you guys know, it's, yeah, I'll for sure be live trading. I probably won't be live trading on YouTube, but I'll for sure be on Discord, right? But yeah, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and call it a break off the charts. We're just not getting any luck getting any entry points. It's better than going red for sure. I'm not gonna be what's it called, chasing any trades. But right now we're getting setups but no entry points nor confirmation, right? And of course it's very frustrating. So it's best if you take a little break off the charts right now, and we come back later. Alright, guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and call it a break off the charts just for, like an hour or so, till lunch hour ends, which is at 1 p.m. Eastern time. After that time zone goes through, then we'll be back on live trying to get a setup. Alright, guys, but yeah, stay patient, don't chase any trades depending on the setup, right? So yeah, alright, guys, I'll see you guys around 1 p.m. Eastern time. Alright, guys, take it easy, guys. Peace.